Todd.
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. Hope you had a great weekend. I went to a costume party, and I was going to go as that crazy zombie horror host guy, Dr. Boogie, but the last minute, I decided to do something different. We were out shopping, getting ready for our trip to New York City that Mary and I are taking tomorrow for the Marconi Awards tomorrow night in Manhattan. And I got a new outfit that was reminiscent, and I know you're going to laugh, and some of you, I'm sure, saw the picture. A little bit like Elvis's 1968 comeback special leather suit. It's not leather, but I thought, this kind of looks like Elvis. So I just grabbed some sideburns, went as Elvis. And Mary went as a 70s blonde bombshell. And she delivered the goods, let me tell you. It was a good time. It was out at Gabby's house, and we had a very enjoyable time. But anyway, that kind of gets me off and running here on Halloween and trick-or-treating. One, HauntFest is this Saturday night down in the Oregon district. And if I'm not mistaken, it's like the 39th year, 40th year, something like that. And that thing has been going on, well, like I just said, for almost 40 years. But that used to be so much fun. And I haven't been down in a long time for that. And I don't know what the vibe is like. It used to be pretty open. You could just kind of walk in and walk out, and it didn't cost anything. And now they've got it kind of fenced, like a fence around the street down there on 5th Street in the Oregon district, and you got to pay to get in. So I'm just curious, what the vibe is like down there. Is it still just off the hook fun? Are you still going down for that? Is that something you look forward to? Because I remember in years past working at different radio stations, lots of times a radio station would be the sponsor. And you'd end up, everybody on the staff would get dressed up. One year I was a gorilla, like one of those big gorilla suits, which was great because it was a warm Halloween. So I got a little sweaty and molty in that gorilla outfit. And I remember one year going as a cowboy. And but that was about it. That was about it. Some years I just didn't bother getting dressed, just going down and seeing all the crazy. But that was often the place where you would see very offensive Halloween costumes. And I don't know. I know there's some out there, but the pictures that I see online, they don't seem very offensive anymore. It seems like that's sort of become watered down. I remember, a couple of years, somebody would really put together this big sort of phallic-like costume and walk around, and that was funny. Look at that, And then there was always the pregnant nun. That was always a good one. But it just seems like that's not really in anymore. Offensive costumes. And then there's always the female costumes, not always, but many. Every profession you can go as that as a slutty person, which is crazy. There's the slutty nurse, there's the slutty this or and I don't really see those much anymore. So I'm just curious, as adults, what are you dressing as? Because when I was at the party Saturday night, I didn't see anything like that. People were kind of doing the traditional thing. Nick Dunn was there, Storm Center 7 weather specialist Nick Dunn. He was a minion. He looked great. He looked awesome. It wasn't anything off the hook or crazy offensive. But Sierra, are you Sierra, my news anchor? Are you? Can I talk to you?
Hey, Todd, how's it going?
I'm going pretty well. First of all, I think this is the first time you and I have talked with you as your in your role as a news anchor.
Oh yeah, I believe it is.
Yeah, well, this is a big day. So you're in your early 20s. Do you and your friends still go out and party for Halloween?
No, I mean, I wouldn't say party for Halloween. I did go to a costume party a few weeks ago. I don't know if it was considered a Halloween party per se, but we did dress up.
Well, I would say that's a Halloween party, right?
Yeah,
It's in
yeah.
October, right? Was it in October?
It was, yeah,
Yeah,
early October. We were
Okay.
celebrating early.
So what did you dress as?
It was a Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. So I dressed as Raven from Teen Titans.
Oh, it was a theme, like a
Yes.
theme. So you all had to dress as cartoon characters.
Yes, we did.
Well, see, that's kind of fun. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. That's kind of like on the opposite end of the offensive sort of characters and costumes.
Yeah,
right.
it was the opposite of that.
Yeah.
It was
Did you see
just
anything
wholesome.
like that? Did anybody go as, oh, I'm going to go as this cartoon character, but I'm going to make it slutty?
No, I didn't see
No,
that.
that's
It was
good.
pretty family friendly.
Oh,
so,
is it? Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Have you ever been down to HauntFest there on in the Oregon district?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, yeah. Me and my sister went a few years ago.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what do you remember what you dressed as? Did you go as something offensive?
I don't remember. I mean,
No.
I remember having a few costumes ago, like 11 from Stranger Things or popular things like that, you know.
Yeah.
But that was years ago.
Right. Any plans on any more costume parties this year?
No, I'll be
No?
here for Halloween. So
Oh, you're going to be working Halloween night. Well, I will be too. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'm glad you're on the show.
Oh yeah, I'm glad
You're
to.
doing a great
Yeah.
job. Doing
Thanks.
a great job. So if you got any thoughts on that, 937-457-1290. The other thing that's kind of Halloween related, and I think this might have come up last year, but I saw a story from one of the media outlets up in Columbus, and they posted a story about someone asking the comment on the Next Door app. You know what that is? It's like for your neighborhood, right? Like you can all get on this Next Door app. You set up your parameters. This is your neighborhood. This is your address and all that, so that you can kind of sort of interact with your neighbors. And it's a good idea. You know, if there's something going on, you know, maybe there's a rash of thefts, you need to know about it, or some weird guy walking through the neighborhood. It's always nice to have that sort of thing. But somebody commented or posted this question: is 13 years old too old to trick or treat? And this, of course, brought up a lot of conversation and posts. Most people were like, nah, 13's fine. I think 13's fine. I don't think that's too old. Not at all. And in fact, it got me thinking, it's like, well, is there really an age to be too old for trick or treating? Now, I would say if you're college age, maybe you shouldn't be going around on Beggar's Night. But I kind of feel like if you're in high school, what difference does it make? I mean, does it matter to you? Do they have to be cute little, 5-6-year-old kids or whatever? I wouldn't think so. I don't know that. I feel like if you're willing to go out, maybe 18. But I didn't realize that there are some ordinances in different areas where there are age limits. Now, I got to be honest, I don't know if it's that way in this area, but the story refers to Sandusky, Ohio, which is up north, right? 14 and under. Anybody over 14, you can't go. And then there's Broadview Heights, which I think is maybe, what, is that near Cleveland, close to Cleveland, outside of Cleveland? 12 and under. 12 and under. So I'm just curious if you think there should be, or maybe there's one in your area, or you think that being 15, 16, 17, maybe 18, if that's too old. And then the other thing people were commenting on, and I have to tell you, I used to feel this way. I used to feel like if you're going to come to my house for Beggar's Night, you need to wear a costume. But then, somebody brought up a great point to me. Not every kid, A, parents are going to be able to afford a costume. I mean, I guess you could argue they could make one, right? Okay. But a lot of kids now are dealing with sensory issues. So the notion of them putting on a mask or putting on some crazy wig or some sort of outfit or whatever, that might be too much. Too much. And some people were pretty, irate about that. It's like they better wear a costume if I'm going to give you, look, you already bought the candy. Who cares? Why put your judgment on them? They're just little kids, right? So anyway, that's I saw that today. If you got any thoughts on that, our telephone number is 937-457-1290. And lastly, this is not Halloween related, but I saw this. I'm sure you've all heard the Louvre was robbed over the weekend, and they made off with priceless jewelry that belonged to Emperor Napoleon and his wife. And the thieves, apparently, this happened 9:00 in the morning, 9:30 in the morning, and they were dressed as construction workers. And there was some construction going on there at the Louvre, and they used a lift mechanism on a truck and an angle grinder to get into the first floor. They broke 2 display cases and took the French crown jewels, stealing the loot, and then they fled on motor scooters. The whole thing lasted under 7 minutes. And this brought up 2 questions. One, did the Ocean's 11 team get back together? Because that sounds exactly like an Ocean's 11 plot line. And 2, not really a question, but just an observation. We've talked about this before. If you have a clipboard or you have, and you're carrying a ladder, you and a buddy or somebody, you can almost get into anywhere. And I think construction workers kind of fall into that. So when you see a construction worker, you don't think anything of it, right? You're just like, well, they're doing construction. You don't think twice. And that's when they rob you blind.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T-O-double-D.
H-O-double-L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
All righty. Get off the dial. No, I'm flying out tomorrow from Columbus, Harvey. A direct flight to New York City. Hey, Leslie. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Kelly. Joel, what's going on? Hello, Ashley. Ron, howdy. What's up, Peter? How are you? Hi, Kim. Hey, Clinton. Oh, geez. Yeah. We had some issues here too, Clinton. Whole company did. Well, thank you, Colleen. I'm looking forward to the trip. As they say, it's just nice to be nominated, and it 100% is just nice to be nominated, but I'm looking forward to the trip. Leslie, that's funny. Smoking a cig, drinking a beer. Yeah, drink or treat. Can I get some Tootsie Rolls? Hi, Jay. How you doing? William, what's going on? Yes, I have very soft feet now. Thank you for noticing. Oh, Rice Krispie treats. Those are the best. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Ding, 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 ding. I agree. That's the way to go, Colleen. I used to be a curmudgeon when it came to that. I always gave the kids candy, regardless of whether they had a mask or not or a costume. But I always felt like you ought to get dressed. Who cares? Just give them candy. Life's tough. Give them candy. I'll mention that, Harvey. I'm actually gonna be gone tomorrow and Wednesday, but I'll be back Thursday. There'll be best ofs if they can find one.
With Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let's get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. We have tickets to give away tonight. We'll do that before 7 o'clock. It's for the Rhinestone Cowgirls. This is a live stage show at Urbana's Gloria Theater, historic Gloria Theater. It's a tribute to 8 decades of legendary ladies of country music. 3 dazzling world-class singers are going to perform with a live band. And one of those singers happens to be a Dayton native by the name of Charity Farrell. I know Charity. She and I appeared together in a musical once, years ago. I was Mr. Bumble in Oliver, and I think she might have been the character Nancy. But anyway, she's now doing her thing. That's awesome. And she's going to be on the show on Thursday evening. But we'll have those tickets before 7. Real quickly, Larry in South Charleston. Hey, Larry.
How you doing, Todd?
I'm doing well. What's shaking, man?
Oh, pretty good. Well, you mentioned offensive Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
And I remember back when I was living in Springfield, Missouri in the early to mid 80s, I worked for a prominent pizza delivery place. And one of my coworkers one Halloween dressed up like a lawn jockey, blackened his face.
Oh, well, at that time, maybe you could have gotten away with it. Now, not so much. You know,
Well, yeah.
the level of offensiveness changes over time sometimes, I guess.
Yep.
All right, Larry. Thanks, man. Linda at Wright State. What's up, Linda?
Hi, Todd. How are you?
I'm well.
Your question about age limit on trick or treating.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like there should be a cutoff at 12 years old.
Why is that? Why 12?
Because I can remember taking my daughter out, and most kids 12 and under are supervised by parents.
Right.
When they become teenagers, they'll knock those little ones down. I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
Racing
Yeah.
to get to the door, like they've never had a piece of candy before.
Yeah. Well.
And it's just ridiculous.
Well, I guess I can kind of see that. There's undoubtedly going to be kids who are acting a little crazy, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, come on, guys. There's
Right.
little ones. You're cutting in line.
Sure.
Wait
yeah.
your turn. And yeah, I do think there should be an age limit. I
Okay.
really do.
All right.
They had their chance.
They had their
So
chance.
Let the
I got
next
you.
ones coming up have their chance.
All right, Linda, I appreciate your call. That's one point of view. 937-457-1290. We'll take more of your calls coming up.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Spell it out.
T-double-D.
Double L.
S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Well, thank you, Caroline. I appreciate it. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Let's see here. I'll be right back. I got to run to the copy machine or printer. All right. We have a car into a building. Just getting the information. Do you know who's on one?
You need to know now.
This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
And now, with your permission, I'm going to do my stuff.
Could this day get any more fantastic?
Let's get on with it.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube this Saturday. I am going to be live at the Croc Center in Dayton, 1000 North Kiwi Street. It's Croctober. Croctober, it's their big celebration. It's a free community celebration packed with fun for the whole family. Kind of a spooky Halloween sort of leaning event. They got bounce houses, candy, treats, and more. Local community organizations with information booths and activities. Costumes, of course, are welcome. So if you'd like to come out and see us, we'll be there 1 to 3:30. That's at the Croc Center, once again, 1000 North Kiwi Street in Dayton. We have a car into a building.
You crashed your car. In local news, a spectacular car crash.
House car.
So I got to give a shout out to Edgehead Michael and Edgehead Ashley. They both sent me this story. This happened in Sydney. Let's see. It happened this morning around 11 a.m. at the intersection of Wapakoneta Avenue and Bennett Street. A car apparently crashed into a business. Let's see. Interiors by Alice. And initial scanner traffic from Sydney police said an elderly man was driving and was believed to have passed out. Well, I hope he's okay and he didn't sustain any injury. I did see a picture. It looks like he barely kissed the building. In fact, he may have been stopped by the shrubs, but they did call a building inspector out, so I'm guessing he did bump the building. But that is number 92 for the year. Number 92, if you are keeping track of cars in the building, and rapidly we are approaching the century mark. I didn't think we would do it. I really didn't. But in the last month or so, it's really spiked. We've had a number of cars into building incidents. It's crazy. It's out of control. We have some food news to talk about.
Hey, I'm kind of hungry. Who's got the food?
Well, what's your favorite food?
Don't play with your food.
This is a lot of food.
Isn't it glorious?
How you get so big that you own of this kind?
It is so something.
So you remember how sad many people were when Frisch's all closed their stores locally and in Cincinnati, and it was like, oh man, it's an icon. It's been here forever. And it was sad that they weren't able to figure it out. And I think we've talked about this on the show, that things seemed to be going okay up until about COVID. And then after COVID hit, something changed. Something changed there. I noticed it. My wife noticed it. I talked to other people. Going to the restaurant, it was different. There was something different, whether it was the food, whether it was the service, or whether it was just, I don't know. I don't know what it was. At one point, after you were, you used to go and you order your food and they bring you your check and then you pay it there at the table. And then I think at some point you had to take it up there to the counter, which is fine. But this is what I'm talking about. Things change. But then I remember going in there one day, and this was the one in Beaver Creek, and you actually ordered at the counter. Like it was a deli or something. So just things changed, and they just went downhill and they ended up having to close. Well, after they left, remember all the big news, Dolly's Burgers and Shakes. And now, if you don't know the backstory of this, Big Boy is like the big brand, and the Frisch's was a smaller brand that was licensing from Big Boy to have Frisch's Big Boy in Dayton. And it was that way for a long time. Well, when Frisch's closed, the people at the Big Boy, and I guess they're based in Michigan, said, hey, we want to come in and we want to do our Big Boy thing here. Well, that ended up being a lawsuit. But they still moved forward with it. So they made this big to-do, right? Remember, it was huge. Well, they announced today they're closing all their stores. Dolly's. Have they even been open a year? Has it been a year? I don't know that it has, or very, very close to a year. But they're closing the Cincinnati stores. They're closing the 2 Dayton stores. There was the one in down by the Dayton Mall. They're on 741. And then there was the other one up in Troy. And they had all these plans to open more Dolly's. I think they were like 6 locations. And it was just such a huge deal for like a week or two in the news. And there were all these great stories about, people reminiscing about the going to Frisch's as a kid. And this was the next closest thing. And a lot of the food, I guess, was sort of similar. We never went. We just never went. And I think to a degree, it was the bad taste that was left in our mouth, literally, not figuratively, or figuratively, not literally, with Frisch's. We just, we've moved on. We've moved on. But so I would just wonder if a lot of people felt that way too, and just didn't give it a chance. Now they're saying that they're closing because of these lawsuits. And I love this quote. This is from the big boy folks. That operating under the current conditions isn't sustainable or beneficial for their workers or the brand. Well, keeping their jobs would be beneficial to the workers. So I'm not sure what he means by that. Now I can understand the brand, but maybe it just never bounced back. Who knows? But anyways, if you like Dolly's burgers and shakes, you have until Thursday. So you might want to swing by and grab yourself a couple of dozen Dolly burgers and put them in the freezer or something. I don't know if you can even do that. But yeah, it's just kind of sad. But it's just it's amusing to me that they've made such this big deal about it and they didn't even last a year or barely a year. Crazy. We got an idiot of the week to talk about.
You are a stupid idiot!
Comes from upbringing. Parents are probably idiots too.
Idiot! Imbecile pig!
Wake up, idiot!
Silly dilly dokio. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that's true.
And he's an Ohio man.
He's Ohio man, causing chaos is his plan. Breaking all the laws, on the run from dusk to dawn.
So I saw this over the weekend, but I guess this happened in September, but it only surfaced in the news over the last week or so, maybe this past weekend. There is a social media influencer. That's his gig. His name is Noah Thomas. He lives in Austintown, Ohio. Been to Austintown. Not a great city. Just telling you the truth. He's 19 years old, and he's now facing felony charges. Now, why? Well, on his social media platform, he calls himself a, quote, professional gate jumper. So he does this for clicks. He's got his camera. He's got a cohort or somebody there, and this guy jumps a gate somewhere. And then you see the reaction, and that's all it is. Shock entertainment. Well, this idiot jumped the gate of the elephant enclosure at the Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium. The video shows him jumping the fence, prompting the elephant to ram the gate and raise its trunk. Police say his actions endangered himself, zoo staff, visitors, and the elephant, and could have resulted in serious injury. Yeah. I saw pictures of it. I didn't watch the video. But just idiotic, just trying to get clicks. You know what I did last night to get clicks? I put plastic baggies on my feet with some sort of lotion that Mary had. And people were commenting on that. Maybe I should become a gate jumper. Though, you know, you don't want to see me try to climb a fence. I promise you.
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
Double D. Double L.
At least I won't get arrested for my
Locally
foot
grown,
baggies.
seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Now from the
Well, that's interesting, Cynthia. Huh. Oh man, I'll tell you what, Ron, what I loved at Max and Irma's was their buffalo chicken sandwich. Oh my gosh, it was to die for. I loved it. Yeah, I loved it. I loved Max and Irma's and the what was the tortilla soup. Oh God. I'd get the tortilla soup and the buffalo chicken sandwich.
Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com.
WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio.
The birthplace of aviation.
A man in Cincinnati turns himself in after shooting 2 teens. We'll update you at 6. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Now, to get back to this show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. We've got tickets to go see the Rhinestone Cowgirls. It's a live stage show happening this Friday night at Urbana's Gloria Theater, 7:30. It's a tribute to 8 decades of legendary ladies in country music and stars 3 world-class singers, including one from right here in the Dayton area. Her name is Charity Farrell. She's going to be on the show on Thursday. If you'd like to win these tickets, just be the 5th caller at 937-457-1290. We will hook you up. It's this Friday up in Urbana. And the Gloria Theater, I haven't been up there yet, but I've been invited to go check it out. I'm going to. It's a 121-year-old theater. And it used to be like a vaudeville theater. So all the vaudeville performers would come and perform. I saw exterior shots of it, and it looks sensational. So if you'd like to go, be the 5th caller, 937-457-1290. Last segment, we were talking about Dolly's Burgers and Shakes closing. And Edgehead Ron on the live stream mentioned that he used to get a something called the garbage burger at Max and Irma's. Now, Max and Irma's, they closed. But I'd always heard that there was maybe 1 or 2 out there somewhere on the planet. So I thought, I loved Max and Irma's because this was my favorite combo. I'd get the tortilla soup and then I'd get the buffalo chicken sandwich. It was the best buffalo chicken sandwich I'd ever had at a restaurant. It was absolutely the best. So I Googled during that commercial break, Max and Irma's. And lo and behold, there are some locations left. All right. You ready for this? There's one in Lancaster, Ohio. There's one in Middleburg Heights. In Indiana, there's one in Edinburgh. In Michigan, there's one at the Detroit airport. And in Pennsylvania, there's 2, one in Erie and one in Monroeville. Also in Ohio, there's another location. I had no idea, and I'd like to get confirmation because sometimes companies will put stuff on their website and never update it. According to their website, there is a Max and Irma's inside the Dayton airport. Is that true? It says on their website they're open only, Sunday and Saturday. So I guess they're open 7 days a week, 9 a.m. to 5. Now, I'm flying to New York City tomorrow with my wife and meeting up with Larry Hanskin. We were both nominated for Marconi's, which is a big radio award. But I'm flying out of Columbus. So oh my gosh, I would love to know if there is, in fact, a Max and Irma's still at the Dayton airport. It shows a menu and it shows they have the chicken sandwich, but who knows if it's still there or not. You know how that is. Like they put stuff up on the website and then they never. So I'd be curious if anybody knows if you've flown through the airport, do they have, in fact, a Max and Irma's?
What am I listening to now?
What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, punk.
T-O-double-L-S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
on WHIO.
Live from the WHIO News Center.
Ah.
Our next scheduled news in less than 15 minutes and immediately when it breaks. I'm Sierra Lawson on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO, Dayton's News and Talk. Depend on it.
If anything unusual happens with breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Hey, what time is it?
It's showtime!
Look, it's showtime!
Am I late?
We were just about to begin without you. It's showtime.
Oh, this will be great.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Showtime.
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me now, 937-457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Because it's fun! We're having fun!
It is the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream is up on Facebook and YouTube. So I just got confirmation, and I was super excited to hear this, that yes, in fact, there is a Max and Irma's at the Dayton airport. I thought they had all closed down, and there's a couple here and there. We mentioned there were a couple in other parts of Ohio, Michigan, Indiana. I mean, I love their buffalo chicken sandwich, but I'm not going to drive to Detroit or, you know. But when I saw that there was one in the Dayton International Airport, and I haven't flown through there in probably 20 years. I don't really fly a lot. I'm flying this weekend, or not this weekend, tomorrow, to New York City for the Marconi Awards with Larry Hanskin. My wife is going. It's going to be a big time. I'm looking forward to it. I've never been to New York City. I'm very excited. But I haven't flown in a very long time. So I would have not known that there was a Max and Irma's there. I kind of remember that there was, but I thought that it had closed down like every other Max and Irma's. Well, Edgehead Michael just sent me a message and said, Todd, I fly through Dayton every month, and there is most assuredly a Max and Irma's in the airport. I have a beer there before every flight. Bartender is a great guy. That's awesome. That is great. But here's the question. And he's given me the answer I didn't want to hear. Max and Irma's is, in fact, at the airport, but it's after you pass through TSA. So there's no way that I'm going to be able to get the big old buffalo chicken sandwich. Now, I got somebody who wants to talk about that, too. Hang on real quick. Hey, Alan, are you there?
Yeah, but I already heard you know.
I know, but let me ask you a question. How often do you travel?
Only a couple of times a year.
Okay, yeah. See, I want to find somebody. I want to find somebody who would be willing to, when they fly into Dayton, let me know ahead of time. Go to Max and Irma's, buy me the buffalo chicken sandwich, and I will meet them at the airport and pay for it.
Oh my God, you really like that sandwich.
I said this, it was my favorite. It is my favorite buffalo chicken sandwich ever. Ever. It is just the best. Now, it's been a long time since I've had one. So who knows if it's the same on the same level, right? It could have changed. But Yeah, I'd love to find somebody who's flying into Dayton, who listens to the show. Maybe one day they go and they're coming back and say, hey, I'll pick you up a sandwich. You want to meet me at the airport? I'd do it.
I'll bet you get some.
I said, we'll see what happens. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate your call. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer that it's behind the TSA curtain, the Iron Curtain. I remember before 9/11, sometimes being bored, and I would drive to the airport, and I would park in short-term parking, and I would go into the airport, and I would just sit in one of the terminals and watch the planes come and go. Yeah, I did that. And it was kind of relaxing, and it was interesting, and you see all the great reunions, people, at the arrival gate. And you could just go in and do whatever. Now, I will admit, probably that's not such a good idea to just let people walk willy-nilly through the airport. But man, oh man, I wish that could they have just moved the TSA curtain a little further past, just put it past the Max and Irma's. That's a bummer. Oh, well. 937-457-1290 is our telephone number. So do you remember about a year or so ago, there was a big brouhaha over drones flying over New Jersey? Do you remember that? It was like a big, big story. All these drones were spotted, and there was video of it. In fact, we turned it into a feature on the show, Radio Drone Battleship. Or, yeah, it was kind of like Battleship, but we called it Radio Drone Battles.
You had access to killer drones?
One of your surveillance drones.
Turn off the drones! I think he's using drones.
Why aren't these drones firing?
I've got my drones working hard.
Launch the drones. Copy that, brother. Drones are entering the atmosphere. Weapons hot.
It was a version of Battleship, the game Battleship. And what we did is we gave you coordinates of the drones. It was a little bit like when we did the spy balloon battles. When the spy balloons from China were flying overhead. Remember that? And we were blowing them out of the sky. We did the same thing with the drones. And you could win prizes or whatever it was. And you'd have to give a coordinate, and maybe you would blow up a drone. Maybe you wouldn't. Anyway, that's a long way to go to tell the story that they have figured out the mystery behind these drones. During a panel at the U.S. Army's UAS and Launched Effects Summit at Fort Rucker, Alabama. I guess this took place a couple of months ago, but this story is just coming out. An unnamed company revealed that their manned aerial craft was behind those drone incidents. This, according to an attendee who spoke with the New York Post. The company allegedly conducted a live demonstration of their 20-foot aerial craft drone, showcasing its unique flight capabilities. They're not naming the company because the company has, I guess, a number of government contracts. So they want to keep it secret. But this happened last November. It was November 13th. Hundreds of drones were spotted over the Picatinny Arsenal Army Base in Morris County, New Jersey. And more sightings continued until mid-December. And people were just losing their minds. Where are these drones from? Where are these drones from? Some people thought they were aliens. Some people thought they were the Russians. Well, it turns out, much like we figured, it was an American company testing their drones and just failed to tell anybody what they were doing. So good job, you. But yeah, that's been solved. That's been solved. Good news. Good news. Do you remember a while back on the show, I talked about getting a weird spam text, and it said something about, hey, can we come over for dinner? Or do you want to come over for dinner? It was just from a random number. And I remember that night that I got it, we tried to call the number and nobody answered. So I bring that up because, whoops, there went the cup of pens. I bring that up because it happened again. And I got a text from a number that I'm going to try to call right here live on the show. Let's see if I can do this here. Well, I've already screwed it up. Hold on. We do it? There we go. Oh, try this again. Doing it live. Doing it live. See if anybody answers.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
Oh, how
Please try your
convenient.
call again later. Goodbye.
Wow. Well, that's disappointing. The message that I got, this was I think this was Saturday, maybe Sunday. It said, this is the message. Have a nice day. My friend says you're a great golfer. Can you please be my personal trainer? Whenever I get a text like that, I always try to think in my mind, like, what is the end game here? I know the end game is going to be to try to scam me out of money or my credit card number or whatever. But that is such a weird tactic. And I know that I'm not the only one that gets these. You get these strange random texts from numbers where it sounds very personal. You know, how was your night out last night? Did you meet anybody? You know, that kind of thing. Just hoping that some sucker like me will respond and then scam you out of your money. But that is that's a strange tactic. I wonder if anybody else got this text about saying that you're a great golfer and can you be their personal trainer? I can't be the only one who got that. I bet somebody sends that out to thousands of people. And a certain percentage are going to respond. Some will figure out that it's a scam, but some will keep going. Keep going. And the next thing you know, they want your credit card number so they can set up tee times for you to teach them. And you're like, oh, okay.
What am I listening to now? What is this? The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up, folks.
T-O-double-D.
Double-L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
Yep, that is correct, Ulrich. Oh, I will, Kelly. I will.
The restaurant Dolly's is closing all Ohio locations. We'll have more on that at 6:30. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
Come on, back to the show. The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7, live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. I saw this story today. There's a California guy. He's 39. He's been arrested for organizing and running an organized retail theft fencing operation. You know what they were moving? Legos. They busted this guy. Apparently was working with multiple accomplices, stealing Legos from like Target and Walmart and then reselling them at a much higher price online. When they busted into his house, they found tens of thousands of Lego pieces. And some of them are just like tables of heads. Nothing but little Lego heads, all organized by emotion on their faces. That's tedious. But, it got me thinking. I understand that. We've talked about Lego thefts in the past. But I wonder if back in the heyday of like Tinker Toys and Lincoln Logs, there was some sort of Tinker Toy cartel that was operating a black Tinker Toy market. Were they ever as popular as Legos? Probably not. Makes you wonder, though. Scott in Tip City. What's up, Scott?
First-time caller, Todd, and I got an update for you on the Max and Irma's at the Dayton Airport.
Oh, yes. Let's hear it.
You better get there quick because they are closing and changing to a Warped Wing brewery January 1st.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Paper about 2 weeks ago.
Here's the thing. I didn't know about it anyway, so it's not like I'm really missing anything, But the guy that told me that there was one, Edgehead Michael, he said that potentially over Halloween weekend, he's going to be flying through. And if so, he will try to hook me up with a buffalo chicken sandwich.
What a great guy.
Yeah, that is super cool. And I wonder if I wonder if I called out there and I told him who I was and said, look, I love this buffalo chicken sandwich, but I'm not going to, you got to buy a ticket to fly. You got to get through TSA.
Buy a refundable ticket.
Buy a refundable.
Go through security. Get your sandwich and come back and then cancel your flight.
Now, see, that's not a bad idea. That's pretty clever. I was thinking that maybe I could just call and say, hey, can you meet me at the TSA and just hand me a bag of like 5 or 6 buffalo chicken sandwiches?
They probably could do that.
I wonder if they could, or just throw them over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Scott, I appreciate your call, man. Have a good one.
Good luck.
Thank you. 937-457-1290. I wonder if they would do that. I got to be able to work something out, right? I got to use the clout of this show somehow. And that seems like a good thing to do. A good way to use that clout. Give me some Max and Irma's.
Come
What am I listening to now? What is this?
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T-O.
Double D.
H. Oh. Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
It's not macaroni, it's Marconi. Marconi. The Noodle Award. I like that.
Breaking news, traffic, or weather during the hour, we'll stop what we're doing and break in because you need to know now. This is Dayton's News and Talk, WHIO.
Don't hesitate to call.
You call me. You better call me.
Damn it, get me a phone.
Call me on my radio.
I'm gonna call you.
You got him on the radio?
You won't make a simple phone call?
What is wrong with you?
It's the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call me at 457-1290.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Live stream up on Facebook and YouTube. This Friday, October 24th, our sister station, K99.1 FM, they are holding their annual Cares for Kids Radiothon. It's their 28th year. And all day, they're going to be sharing stories about Dayton Children's Hospital and asking for donations. All kinds of families go to Children's, and they don't always have the means to pay for the important life-saving treatments that they require. And in the 28 years that the Cares for Kids Radiothon has been going on with K99, they have raised, this is amazing, $5.97 million, nearly $6 million in 28 years. And all that money goes to secure life-saving equipment, supplies, expanded services, and additional pediatric transport intensive care unit for the hospital. So it's happening on Friday. And there's many ways that you can donate. The easiest way is you can text K99 Kids to 34984, and you'll be able to make your donation. Or you can call 1-888-746-KIDS. That's 5437 if your phone doesn't have letters on it. But that's going to be happening Friday. And you can get more on this at WHIO.com. Also on their website, K99online.com. I went to Children's multiple times. I was quite well known there in the ER. Stitches, twists, sprains, stepping on rusty nails, all that good stuff. I really appreciate Children's Hospital. Charlie in Bellefontaine, what's up, Charlie?
Hi, Todd.
Hey.
First, congratulations, man. That's quite an accomplishment.
For New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Marconis. Yeah, I was. It was totally unexpected. I mean, you enter yourself, right, or the station enters you. Okay. But I've only done it. I've only entered 2 times, and I thought for sure that maybe one day I would be nominated, but I thought I'd have to do it, for a good 10, 15 years.
That's awesome.
But after 2 years, but Larry is also one of the candidates. Larry Hanskin from Miami Valley's Morning News. He's one of the finalists, and I'm not being coy here. I hope he truly wins. I mean, he's been working here for over 40 years. This guy is a legend, and
he's good.
And he's very good. He deserves to win.
You're a good man.
It's not my turn.
To you both.
No, thank you. Not my time to win. I haven't been doing it long enough.
I'll tell you what, we're lucky to have you, because when you get rich and famous, you'll be up there with Howard Stern.
God, I hope not. Yeah. I hope not, Charlie. I hope not. All right. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, have a good one. There you go. 937-457-1290. We got some recalls.
Are you satisfied with our product?
No, not at all.
It's junk.
What a ripoff.
Found the recall.
I want my money back.
It's junk.
What a ripoff.
It built up pretty quick.
You ripped me off.
I want my money back.
So a couple of months ago, I remember we had a recall, and it was corn dogs, and we were shocked because I think most edge heads love corn dogs. It might be one of the rules. I don't know. I love corn dogs. Ian, do you like corn dogs? Oh, yeah, sure. But they recalled. Oh, yeah. He's waving me down. Well, you have a funny corn dog story?
No, but there is a really cool thing that I've been doing lately with corn dogs.
Really? Let's keep it family friendly here. Okay.
Well, I can't say that. I'm joking. It's you cut it down the middle, hot dog style,
right?
And then you put chili and cheese inside of it.
I think I may have seen that somewhere online. Did you see like a video, or did somebody do that?
It was on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
It was, and it's very, very good, especially with the mini corn dogs.
So is the chili, what kind of chili is it? Just regular chili and cheese?
Just chili, Todd.
Now, do you put it then in the oven, or how do you cook it? Or an air fryer?
You cook the corn dogs and the chili separately. I use the air fryer. I like using air fryers.
Oh, so you cook the, okay. Just so I'm clear.
Let's break it down, Todd.
You make the corn dog in your air fryer.
Yep.
Then you slice it open, and then you jam it with chili and cheese.
Yes.
And then you just eat. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking you were like baking or cooking the corn dog with the chili and cheese in it. Oh, okay.
I chimed in because I thought you'd like it. It sounds like something you would like.
Well, that does sound good. Another thought would be, and I get the creativity of slicing it. I wonder if you could just dip it.
Yeah, but you dip corn dogs in everything. You dip it in mustard. I've seen people use tartar sauce.
Ooh.
Which I heard is actually really good.
Yeah, but wouldn't it just be easier? Would it be easier to eat that way?
That's basic.
Why do you have to be extra when you're eating a corn dog?
I don't know. Maybe someone's watching.
Somebody's watching Ian or eat his corn dog. Oh, look at that guy. I've never seen somebody take a corn dog like that before.
I do it well.
But these corn dogs a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, whatever it was, they were recalled because they were finding pieces of wood in the hot dogs and the batter, and it's from the sticks.
Yeah, I remember.
They're like they were. I think they were calling them wiener splinters.
You had somebody call in that had the product, right?
Yes. Yeah. Heather on the live stream. She had. Well, there's another recall because of the very same problem with another brand of corn dogs. Now, when I read this back to you, I thought the story that I saw on WHIO.com was maybe missing a comma, and that there were several types or several, different brands. And I thought there must be something wrong because this is a really long name for a product. And I thought, let me double check this. So I go online and I look and I find 5 or 6 other stories, and it's the same name. And it shows up when you look for like product search. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, Food Safety and Inspection Service say that 118,098 pounds of, are you ready? Whole grain chicken, corn dog, whole grain batter wrap chicken franks on a stick, lower fat. And I double checked, and that I'm almost certain 100% that is the actual name. Let me go through that again, just so there's no mistaking. Whole grain chicken, corn dog, whole grain batter wrap chicken franks on a stick, lower fat. That is the worst name for a product ever.
There's 2 whole grains in there?
That's what it said. And I thought that can't be right. I thought it was whole grain chicken corn dog, comma, like that's one product.
Okay, yeah.
And then whole grain batter wrap chicken franks, comma, and then maybe there was a lower fat variety. But I went back and I looked, and I found the same name on 5 or 6 different stories from different broadcast companies.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, when you see stories on WHIO.com that are national stories, many of those stories are on all of the Cox websites, and they're all written the same.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, maybe somebody made a mistake at the national desk, and it's just, perpetuated all over. But I found other websites from different companies, and it said, and that's what it was. Whole grain chicken corn dog, whole grain batter wrap chicken franks on a stick, lower fat. Man, oh man. But anyway, A lot of those have been recalled. So if you want to get more details on this, you can go to WHIO.com. Maybe you have a box of whole grain chicken, corn dog, whole grain batter wrap chicken franks on a stick, lower fat.
What was that? One more time.
Whole grain chicken, corn dog, whole grain batter wrap chicken franks on a stick, lower fat. Maybe you have one of those in your freezer. Don't eat it. You might get a wiener splitter. We have a Dammit dog.
The Misadventures of Dammit Dog.
Dammit dog. I agree with Clinton on the live stream. He says that is a overachieving corn dog. I saw this video today and I was practically in tears, and I shared it on my Facebook page. It's a story, and if you click on the story, it will take you to the page, obviously, with the story, and in it you will see TikTok videos. There's a woman in Chicago who posted this on TikTok. She and a friend were out driving somewhere. They were coming back from, picking up a pizza. Why does it matter what they were picking up? It'll make sense in a minute. So she and a friend were driving, and they see this random dog, like a random stray dog, and the dog runs out into the middle of the street and just kind of stops and I guess stares at him. So this lady, she rolls down her window and she asks the dog to, skedaddle, go. But instead of running away, the dog, according to the video, surprises both of those women and jumps into their car and starts with the zoomies inside the car. Running around, running from the back, running back to the front, then to the back, knocking over drinks, knocking over, just creating chaos. So while this is going on, they're freaking out. They're laughing, but they're freaking out because this stray dog is like, causing a melee in their car. So they get out of the car and they open the doors up, hoping that this dog will vacate. Well, he vacates. But he grabs the pizza. He grabs the pizza box and takes off with it and runs away. So, and all of this is caught on video. It's quite entertaining. Quite entertaining. Well, who knows? Maybe that dog, if it's a stray dog, maybe he hasn't eaten in a while and he was desperate. Dogs eat pizza all the time.
What am I listening to now?
What is this? The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
It's a radio show. It's entertainment.
Fill it up.
T-O.
Double D.
H. Oh. Double L. S-T. I can remember that.
Locally grown, seriously funny.
I'm puzzled by the whole thing.
On WHIO.
All right, we'll do it. Sorry about that. It was that corn dog name that just kind of distracted me. Thank you. Have a good one, Marcia. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Melody. Thank you, Clinton. Carol, the feet are lovely. Very soft. Very luxurious.
McAfee Heating, Air, and Plumbing Studios. Breathe easy. Choose McAfee. Call today or visit mcair.com. WHIO-FM Pleasant Hill. WHIO Dayton, Ohio. The birthplace of aviation.
The search for a missing kayaker continues in Preble County. We'll have more on that at 7 o'clock. Now back to the Evening Edge with Todd Hollst on 1290 and 95.7 WHIO.
All right, we got to get back to the show.
The Evening Edge with Todd Hollst.
Call Todd now, 937-457-1290, or message him at Evening Edge Todd.
Locally grown, seriously funny on WHIO.
Back here on the Evening Edge, Monday through Friday, 5 to 7. Watch the live stream on Facebook and YouTube. Friday night at Urbana's Gloria Theater. This is going to be a big show, the Rhinestone Cowgirls. It's a live stage show, tribute to 8 decades of legendary ladies of country music, with 3 dazzling world-class singers performing with a live band. They're going to be doing everything from Patsy Cline to Loretta Lynn, Carrie Underwood, Martina McBride. And if you'd like tickets to go Friday night, be the 5th caller right now at 937-457-1290. And you can get more about the show at Gloria Theater. That's theater. That's the fancy way. THEATRE.org. GloriaTheater.org. But be the 5th caller right now and we'll hook you up with tickets. This Saturday, I'm going to be at the Dayton Croc Center for Croctober. This is a free community celebration packed with fun for the entire family. There's going to be bounce houses, candy, treats, and more. Costumes are welcome. There's going to be local community organizations with information booths and activities that can help you and your family. So I will be out there broadcasting live from 1 to 3:30. This is Saturday, and the Dayton Croc Center is located at 1000 North Kiwi Street in Dayton. We always have a great time when we're out there at the Croc Center. So if you are looking for someplace fun to take the kids this Saturday to celebrate the spooky season, that would be the place to go for sure. All right. Well, thanks for listening tonight. I'm off tomorrow and Wednesday. I'll be joining Larry Hanskin in New York City for the 2025 Marconi Radio Awards. He and I both were finalists in the Media Market Personality of the Year. And hopefully one of us will win. I'm really hoping it's Larry. He's been doing this for so long. He really deserves those kinds of accolades. What's that? What you?
You do too.
Nah, not like him.
You make it fun
not
around
like
here.
him. All right, everybody. I'll see you on Thursday. Have a great couple of days. There will be best stuff tomorrow night, so hopefully they'll find something.
Well, that's all, folks.
But if we came, we partied, we conquered.
Is that all there is?
Yeah, that's all she wrote.
Next time will be better.
Well, at least he tried.
Thanks for listening.
Until next time, we'll be seeing ya.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. See ya. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate that. Oh, okay. Thank you.